My name is David Kanar. I'm the project coordinator for the Peer Mentoring Project. Peer Mentor is a consumer of mental health services working with individuals coming out of long-term inpatient care at one of 7 regional hospitals here in Georgia. And we work with them shoulder to shoulder, modeling recovery as well as learning to self-advocate so that they can eventually live self-directed lives in communities of their own choice. That whole notion of recovery was a word I had never heard, or a concept I was totally ignorant of. The best I'd ever been told was I might have a period of remission. Maybe. But that was sketchy, and if it did happen, I had to be on my guard because it would end. My symptoms were of such, they were so unmanageable for me, in particular my delusions, that I was told that I was going to get worse over time and would eventually end up in a long-term facility. I had an intern doctor who happened to be going to medical school over here at Emory, here in Atlanta. And they had been exposed, although very briefly, to some concept of recovery through reading a journal. I believe it was the Journal of Psychiatric Rehabilitation. And I had had this particular resident doctor 3 times that year out of 4 hospitalizations at the psychiatric hospital. And so by the 3rd time she knew me, we went right to work as soon as I got there, basically. And one weekend she gave me for a homework assignment a stack of things on recovery that she had gotten from the internet, including a couple journal articles from the Journal of Psychiatric Rehabilitation. She had asked me to read that over the weekend and that she would talk to me the following Monday. We did. I had never heard of anything like this. I was very excited to think that there was a possibility that one could recover, get a life, have meaning and purpose. And when we met, she asked me how I felt. I shared that with her. And then at that point, though, I didn't have a lot of hope in myself. I mean, although I was excited to have read what I read, I still didn't know how it applied to me. I couldn't see it. I saw hope in a larger sort of scheme of things, but not necessarily for me still. And she gave me hope, though, and it was her hope actually that I held on to. She said, I see in you somebody who can recover. I believe that you can. And not only that, I believe that you can help others. And so it was that I literally, for the next few months, I held on to her hope that she had for me until I was able to develop my own hope in myself. I happen to be very lucky to work for the network where everyone here are peers. And so I almost daily am living in peer support, which is really great. If we're having a bad day or a bad week or a bad moment or whatever's challenging us as I live with my mental illness, I have people here supporting and talking to me if I need it, and that's great. It's great to know that that support network is there with me. I can't tell you enough how fortunate I am to work where I work.